Join the conversation on Facebook and Twitter with Good Day Dakota.
It's 6:41. Welcome back. Well, in 1920, she was dubbed by the press from around the country as the Angel of the Prairies.
That's right. And new this morning, meteorologist Amber Wheeler is here to help keep the story of the North Dakota hero alive long after the grave in this week's Weatherwise. Good morning, Amber.
Well, Josh and Alicia, you know, the mid-March blizzard of 1920 barreled through with a fury and ended with the power of a sister's love. And it all started on March 15th when a strengthening low-pressure system, the blizzard, barreled down on North Dakota. The wind was intense, and this is where that low was on that day. Of course, a lot of wind on the back end of that. By the 16th, that Tuesday, the storm center was in southern Canada, but it wasn't the center. It's never the center that has the highest impacts. It's always the outside of the low, and the wind continued on the back side of this system through much of the morning of the 16th. In center North Dakota, 15-year-old Hazel Miner got lost on the first day, that first day of the blizzard, March 15th. She was with her 10-year-old brother Emmett and her 8-year-old sister Meredith. They were separated from their father when the horse that was attached to their carriage unexpectedly ran off. The carriage toppled over in a coulee, and with zero visibility, it left Hazel and her siblings stranded in the dangerous storm, now bearing down in full force. Hazel, just shy of 16 years old, covered her siblings with a blanket and then opened her jacket to hug them and lay on top of them to keep them warm and to keep their blanket from uncovering them. She kept them awake by telling them stories and singing songs. Night fell, and it wasn't until the next day that they were found. Exposed to the brutal storm for 25 hours, Hazel succumbed to the blizzard. Because of her bravery, Emmett and Meredith lived to tell their story. According to the Center Republican, which is a newspaper in their hometown, Emmett went on to be a painting contract in Bismarck, and Meredith went on to live in Chewella, Washington. And over the years, the story's been told over and over again on the anniversary to keep the memory alive. This was the Center Republican from the early 80s when Emmett told his story, and in it he recounts hearing the search dogs that never found them when they were waiting. In 1936, then Governor L.B. Hanna had a monument installed outside the Oliver County Courthouse to honor Hazel's heroism, and it reads, "To the dead a tribute, to the living a memory, to posterity an inspiration." So here's, there's more to Hazel's story. I'm just really hitting the tip of the iceberg here. And this actually happens to be a current picture sent in to me by Kelsey. So thank you, Kelsey, for that picture. But if you want to see another story, an incredible story about Hazel, on the last year's anniversary of the blizzard, Tim Olson, our own Tim Olson, did a story on her. You can check it out on kxnet.com. And by the way, that story is now award-winning that we're hearing in the last couple of days. Josh and Alicia, to commemorate the 100th anniversary of this act of bravery, the Oliver County Commission and Governor Doug Burgum will proclaim this Monday, March 16th, as Hazel Miner Day with a celebration at the Center Stanton High School gym.
It's an amazing story of heroism, just like you said. And definitely go check out that story from last year if you hadn't, or even just revisit it.
It's incredible.
It is an amazing
He did such a great job.
He did.
And definitely back in 1936, Governor Hanna had it right, a tribute to the dead, the memories of the living and posterity to inspire. And it does inspire us all. Thank you. Well, when we